All right, guys, back again live. We're having some technical issues before where it was just buffering. I don't think you could. Some couldn't see me, or some couldn't hear me, or there was both. But hopefully, we try this stream now. Maybe just give it a minute or two for people to start coming through. Hopefully, this will work. We're getting into a good discussion there. I'll just give it a minute or two, see what happens. Hi, hey guys, hello. It's just the way to start singing the song there, Kata. You know, da 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 da. But let's see if hopefully this is all good now. It won't cut off again. Tony, who Tony Finola? Was there a Tony in? For those in peril in the sea. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Good for you to join us, Julio Cass. Just one second. One moment. Tony Comiskey. Oh, Tony. Tony, you just joined us, mate. Welcome. This is now my second live stream of the evening, Tony. The first one, it just messed up. Right? It was just buffering my video and then my sound. It just all went. But now good for you to join us, mate. Member. You'll have to come on the live stream with me sometime, Tony. We could talk about, just anything you want, mate. You just name the topic and we can chop it up. I know a few Tonys. I've got a mate his name's Tony Julia Casa. Sorry, saying who's Tony wasn't a slight. Fuck my like friend who I know like in person, who I've known for a while. Julia Cass loves 80s films. Have you got a favorite one, Julia Cass? Flashdance, perfect. Right. All right. So I was saying that I messaged Sean Atwood. I sent him a message. So I let him know what I'm doing. Recently become real active on YouTube, active YouTuber, posting content regularly. I said, I've watched a few videos you've done on the Philip Schofield controversy with Matthew Steeples. Respect the work both of you guys do. I'd watched the live stream that he did yesterday and Andrew Tate. I said to him, refreshing to see someone in the, quote unquote, alternative media community, not bloody being, a total fanboy for Tate and being really, objective on it. And I said, I mentioned the one thing I thought you'd find interesting was, and this was based on what he was saying about how all these recent interviews Tate's been had that, this will really be it'll end up being used as evidence against him. I pointed out to him that, on his BBC interview that he did, that he claimed that he gives 25 million of pounds, whatever, to charity. I mean, do we really believe that? So I did say that, ticket prosecutors aren't good. We'd probably not overlook this, based on, because Atwood knows he at one point was big time drug dealer in his early days. And so he has had jail time. He understands how the system works. And they will use the smallest things against you. These things don't go overlooked. But I mentioned to Sean Atwood videos that I'd done on the Philip Schofield stuff. So it's the media coverage one, and Philip Schofield, the other stuff, the Philip Schofield drama. So a lot of it, I was just wanting to bring to light the stuff about what I think, my theory. I believe that Dan Wooten knows more about this Philip Schofield situation than he lets on. Dan Wooten was what he's saying, that Philip Schofield was the reason he quit ITV in November 2019, but then 3 months later he goes out of his way to publicly praise him, for coming out. So that just doesn't add up there. And then also the fact, we have two contributors in GBUs. They say that there's a super injunction. Dan Wooten says there isn't. And a lot of people saying that it'll be July time, that if there is a super injunction, that's when it expires. So there still could be more to this Philip Schofield stuff, the story. It's not all gone away yet. So tread carefully. Are you saying tread carefully with Sean Atwood, right, Cara? Every man I've ever met said the wife far nicer than Glenn Clyce. Why did he do it? Tony saying he doesn't trust Sean Atwood. Right, interesting, right, yeah. Matthew Steeples. Yeah, Matthew Steeples, yeah, he's a little bit. I mean, he does come off a little bit of a snob, but then I do kind of appreciate him being a shooter on these things, on these topics. But yeah, I've still got to get to work on that stuff. Yeah, but because I think Penny Bunny had said something that she was almost going to go on the channel. But so I did say to him, look, hey, ever want to have me on the channel? That'd be great. Be good to talk to, and just told him about some of the other things I talk about. Tate, Meghan Markle, Madonna, Sam Smith, etc., etc. So maybe he'll reply, maybe he won't. I don't know. This was like a Hotmail email. Maybe this hasn't been one he's used in years, and there's a lot of these other people contacting him. So we'll wait and see. But are you guys saying that Tate is he not trust Sean Atwood? Do people think he could be like controlled opposition, or because I did come across somebody saying something that they think Sean Atwood's a fraud, but I don't know. Is that just a case of that many subscribers jealous of his success, or I mean, what do you guys think? No, thanks, Tony. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah. Well, but you know what, Tony? I think that was the thing, because I've gone into this stuff that they haven't when it comes to the stuff with other people being involved in this. Martin Fizel, Dan Wooten, maybe even potentially Carolyn McCall. And they haven't fully gone there and touched on those things. I still think they do overall not a bad job, but Math Deeple's voice grates on me. Can't stand it, although he is well informed. Voices are a thing for me. Voices are a thong for you, Cara, right? No, a thing. Penny, yeah, it was weird for no. I wasn't sure from Penny Bunny's from her thing that she posted the other day that was almost her, but she didn't reach out, right? They reached out to her first. So do you not think Julie Cass is Atwood? Could he be like an informant or something? Could Sean Atwood, could he be like a stooge? Like, what do you think? Like, I'll give him a chance, I give people a chance, but well, yeah, I mean, Matthew Steeples has hung around that guy James Stunt for all right, and he was the guy that was with the Eccleston woman, Bernie Eccleston's daughter. They reached out to Penny. Yep. That thong for thong. Let's go, Cara. That was a classic back in the day, right? Yeah. But I mean, he has his sources though, right? Matthew Steeples. He's an egg-headed former drug dealer. Like, I'm certainly not a Sean Atwood disciple, Julia Cass. I won't be subscribing to his or joining his channel anytime soon. But one or two videos I thought were a bit interesting. All this dark crime, true crime, mafia stuff, I'm not really a fan of, to be honest with you. It's not a rabbit hole I don't think I'll go down, but no, no, I thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. And maybe I'll do maybe some digging and see what people say about him, like some of his detractors and that, so Barrymore. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard them talk about that with Barrymore, like Steeples, you, one of the people connected to Barrymore. Like he's got a big following, Julie Cast, but I hadn't heard about him before though. Um I remember when Atwood had a client staying with him and she tried to jump out the window. Gee. Yeah, there's some stuff there, Akara, about him, right? Because there's like I'd come across something about it was called Daddygate. Is that you guys heard of that? Daddygate? What's that about? Found myself watching Jacob Rees-Mogg on Talk TV the other day and I almost threw up. Is it? Do you not mean GBUs? Go wisely. No, I'll take your advice, guys. I think well, as I say, I have to do a few videos into him, see what people are saying. Do any of you guys watch Andrew Gold's stuff? What do you guys think about him, Andrew Gold? Some interesting videos I've seen him do on Tom Cruise though in Scientology. I was watching some of those yesterday, the other day. No problem, Geocast. You're welcome anytime, mate. Travel down the road and back again. It's all about the journey, brother. The journey, not the destination. Dianetics. Yeah, you were going to send me over that book about that, Cara, right? Yeah, yeah. Andrew Gold. I think he's done stuff like he's been a journalist before for like BBC and another lefty media company in America. Can't remember the name. So he's maybe somebody we've got to watch out for. Say he's independent and he's done stuff with the mainstream. So maybe gotta be careful with him. Yeah, I remember. I think you were saying that, Finoa. Yeah, we'll get that sorted, Cara, soon. Now, um, what's your thoughts on Tom Cruise overall, Finoa? What do you think of him? Dianetics Books was boring AF. Cost a lot. It can cost a lot of money, though, right? Not much, right? Yeah, exactly, right. Oh yeah, God, yeah. I heard some stories about Tom Cruise, right? I mean, I mean Tom Cruise, right? There was the whole story about he's physically assaulted someone that was at his home. I don't know whether somebody that was they were in the Scientology church or they're looking to get into it. The story involving his niece kissing a boy at his house, and she was shunned from the whole family for 2 years. There's that whole thing where he flipped out on everybody when they were apparently too close to one another and not doing the right social distancing. I don't know. I mean, it was even more. He was way more angry and just intense than I. I had it in my mind that he would be. I thought it would be that similar vibe that he did with the Matt Lauer interview, where it was quite quiet but right intense, quite up in his face. But yeah, yeah, he is a monster though. That guy is, what else is it to say with him? He's a monster. And then what the guy? What's the guy? The head of the Scientology, David Miscavige. Right? Did I pronounce that right? I think they get suckered into this idea of maybe it's maybe a little bit similar to kind of like law of attraction, looking to improve their quality of life kind of thing. It is very strange. Yeah, John Travolta, a bit weird, Joey Cast, but I haven't heard anything bad about him that he's like a bully and a dick, though. But so, right, right. So they didn't want anything to do with that guy, right? Miscavige. And there's multiple stories about him, right? And assaulting people, insulting employees. His wife's gone missing. They've done nothing about that, right? His dad got the fuck out. His own father got the hell out of the religion. He saw it for what it really is. She's an SP. What's an SP, Cara? Don't make me bite. I haven't seen The Perfect though. No, I haven't seen that film, Julia Cass. John Travolta, this is with his hair, or is this Tom Cruise? Because I don't think John Travolta has any real hair, does he? I know he'll rock the toupee every now and then, right? Long gone are the Grease days and the Night Fever days with that ducktail or whatever the quiff he had, right? Oh, suppressive person. Sorry. Yeah, okay. I did have one bad experience with a cult one time. It's called the Baha'i Faith. It's like the religion that was from guy in 150 years ago or something in Iran. Is Baha'i Faith? Has anybody heard of that? Tom Cruise died here, of course. Oh, absolutely, of course, yeah. He's had a lot of Botox done, hasn't he? You can tell. But this Miscavige guy spies on him and snoops him, right? Yeah, Tony, I haven't got round to doing it. I was actually looking at it. When was I looking at it? It was either yesterday or the other day. But I want to get like find one T-shirt and then do it. And it's even simple as like the T-shirt I've got on now, right? Like like navy blue. Let's say navy blue T-shirt, and then you could have white lettering, we, and then underneath can, and then win. Something like that. That's for the football stuff, like Tony. I know you're saying about the sturgeon stuff. We should get. I should need to get to work on that as well, right? I've got a few T-shirt designs, and we said before, right? We could do cups, we could do caps, we could do hats, we could do hoodies. Auction off, yeah. Well, try and bring it to buddy J.K. Rowling's attention, Tony. She'd maybe pay a couple grand for it, right? Left the cult, was out one day, grabbed the shirt pocket looking for his phone. Gee. Ron Miscavige. Yeah, I was watching something on him. I've seen Leah, was it Leah Remini, the actress, talk about them and Scientology, and maybe that's a long video for another day, right? exposing Scientology. OSA watching him phone his son David. Huh. Wow. Is that like the highest up ranked you could go in Scientology, Cara? Is it OSA? Is that right? They're like the people with probably like the big bucks, right? Who are like businessmen and donate a lot of money to the church, right? But yeah, it's a very strange. You can't really call it a religion, can you? I mean, it's a cult. What a piece of shit, right? Don't intervene if it's his time, then it's his time. Jesus. He wasn't that nice to Nicole Kidman, I can imagine. Yeah, I've seen that Julia Cassidy dress up as sailors in travel. OSA, oh, they're the spy team. Ah, right, right. Well, that's one thing. Tom Cruise, right? You know, he's always the big action hero in the movies. He's always more often than not the good guy, right? But you should never meet your heroes, right? Never meet your heroes. Oh, I didn't know Nicole Kidman's father was in Scientology. All right. Did Tom get him into it, or was he already into it before they started dating? RPF. Hmm. Oh, gee. Rehabilitation Project Force. Gee. I bet there's some very pleasant people, right? Program for members who have violated expectations or policies. Rehabilitation program may take more than a year to complete. Church been accused of overwork and mistreating its participants. Compare it to a Soviet gulag system. Jeez. So he's like a charlatan, right? Vanilla. He's not really a psychologist, right? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Yes, they hate psychologists. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen that video, right, with the Matt Lauer, the interview, and when he goes off on, he goes off on him. But I mean, when it comes to when it comes to the criticism that they have with psychiatry, like I do kind of tend to agree with them, right? I don't think you should just all of a sudden be getting all like the kids that end up on Adderall and Ritalin. Um, I mean, I think it's sometimes these drugs in the end they just mask the problem. And this is coming from somebody that does take medication. It does ultimately mask the problem, though. It doesn't. The problem just it doesn't just go away. Um, but I mean, yeah. I mean, in the end, though, at the end of the day, even though they do tell you a few truths, right? But yeah, I'm gonna look. Well, I'm gonna look a lot more to uh to it, Cara Scientology, truth rundown, introspection rundown. Gee. There's very much that hierarchy in Scientology that even even the guy that Tom Cruise looks at as probably his best friend, right? He's spies on him, keeps tabs on him. Gregory Hines, an 80s film, White Nights. Before my time, Joe Lucas. Before my time. Bumper stickers, yeah, Tony. That's something. That's something that came up earlier. I got an email about the other day. I'll get that done, mate. I'll get that. Yeah, I need a couple more things there that'll get my channel out there. Because I think I should be all right. Because I mean, Julica said he had a problem finding my channel; it didn't come up. But hopefully, that doesn't mean they've bloody shadow banned me. But you are well versed in Scientology, Cara. Yes, you could be my Scientology teacher. Facing a Rubik's cube. Thought you were sliding into my wife's DMs yesterday, Cara. Witchboard. That was a good one. Which I haven't seen Witchboard, Duocast. No. Witchboard. So Witchboard 1, Witchboard 2, Witchboard 3. Is that right? Is that a big film, was it? Budget 1 million, box office 7 million. That was in the 80s though. Yeah. Better fucking have a word where she's sliding in DMs. And the DM says she wants to be friends. Did one cat win, Cara? Was it a pinfall? Yeah, I know about Tom Hanks' Big. I've never seen the film, just clips of it, like trailer, I think. Remember I had Home Alone as a kid and that Big trailer was always on. The Tom Hanks road, yeah, a lot of stuff gets suppressed though about Tom Hanks though, eh? And like, yeah, he's another very funny odd character, eh? My mom always said, "Life's a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." My best Tom Cruise impression. Tom Hanks, sorry. Don't know if it was the best one. Tom Cruise is more, "You complete me. You had me at hello." Film with Renee Zellweger, right? Oh, sleepy head, vanilla. That's okay. I think I'm gonna be wrapping this up in a minute because it's getting a bit late. But that's fine. Hope all's well, Fanoa. Take care. Um, yeah, maybe that rabbit hole I'll go down Tom Hanks one day, Cara. Joe Biden, yeah. Maybe I need to do a good Joe Biden impersonation for all because I could do some good things about creepy Uncle Joe, right? That would be funny. And buddy Hunter Biden, right, getting a sweetheart deal, right? We all knew that the Hunter would just get a slap on the wrist, right? That was predictable. Oh, channel down, is it? You not want me to go away, right, Cara? Dublin's scary. Yeah, you've said that before, Julia Cass, right? I haven't heard it from other people that it's scary though. I haven't heard that before. Du- 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 du. Yeah, Night Funeral. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of films. Sure you could get catch something on Netflix, Julia Cass. What is it? The kids say Netflix and chill if you're inclined that way. I was like, what the hell's Netflix and chill when somebody told me that? Didn't know what that really meant at at the time when I first heard it, but okay, so just checking last second. Is there any big news, other stories right now? No other ones. Still the stuff, the Titanic, Submarine, Prime and Coffee. Is that the 2023 version of Netflix and chill, right? Netflix and chill is so 2015, right? Uh, yeah, I know, Tony, right? Was saying about that, you know? I mean, they should qualify now unless they really fucked it up real bad and, you know, got whipped, like Spain whipped them twice or something, or but we should be good, you know. As I say, Tony, we can win. We can win. But just your preference, yeah. All comes down to preference. But okay, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. So thanks again for joining me. Um, I know I've said before about doing out live streams earlier, so if I do one tomorrow, maybe I'll try and make it a bit more earlier, maybe around 8, 9 o'clock. Hopefully, then a few other regulars join us, like Paul, John, Maureen, and we get a large with the whole squad. Get the whole squad back together. But yep, can we win? We can win. If we play a game, we can go and win it all. Let's believe that we can win. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. So thanks very much again, guys. Night. See yous. Bye.